everyone, welcome to Tales Around the World, a podcast where we bring you fascinating stories that pack up a punch of wisdom. I'm Lovely and my co-host here is Ethyl. How's it going?
Doing great, love. Thanks for tuning in, friends. Today, we're talking about the Lion Makers, a story that might just make you question if you're putting common sense in the back burner. Ready to dive in?
Let's go! This tale from Panchatantra is full of drama, ambition, and well, some consequences. Buckle up! So here's the setup. There are four friends, three of whom are incredibly well educated. They're all about showing off their knowledge. And then there's the fourth guy. No fancy degrees, but he's got solid street smarts.
You know, that friend is like, guys, maybe we should think this through. And everyone brushes him off. Anyway, these four pals stumble across lion bones during their journey.
Here's where it gets wild. The scholars want to use their skills to bring the lion back to life. The fourth friend, he's like, maybe let's not resurrect the apex predator, guys.
Spoiler alert, his warning totally gets ignored. They send him up to the tree for safety while they bring the lion to life. And surprise, the lion devours the scholars. Harsh lesson learned.
What do you think, Ethyl? Is this just a classic case of book smarts versus street smarts?
Totally. It's all about balance, right? Knowledge is great, but if you're not thinking about the risk, you're setting yourself up for trouble.
Exactly. And can we talk about the fourth friend for a second? Imagine how frustrated he must have been. He's there, trying to save his buddies, and they're like, no, we've got this.
Right. It's also a reminder to listen to different perspectives. Sometimes, the voice of reason comes from unexpected places. What do you think, listeners? Ever had a moment where practical wisdom saved the day?
You know, this story really makes me think of that quote by Albert Einstein. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. The scholars in the story focus so much on showing off their knowledge that they completely missed the wisdom their friend was trying to offer.
That's a great point. It also reminds me of the saying, knowledge is power. But wisdom is knowing how to use it. The scholar had the power to bring the lion to life, but they lacked the wisdom to consider the consequences. What do you think, listeners? Ever had a moment where knowing when to stop or reconsider saved the day?
This tale is such a timeless reminder. There's a Japanese proverb that goes, none of us is as smart as all of us. It emphasizes the value of teamwork and listening to different perspectives. If the scholars had trusted their practical friends' advice, they might have avoided the tragic end.
Absolutely, love. I love the reflection. Wisdom is the reward you get for a lifetime of listening. This story teaches us that success isn't just about intelligence. It's about combining knowledge with humility and foresight.
This story really sticks with you. So next time you're teaming up with your friends or co-workers, remember, a little caution can go a long way.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us today on Tales Around the World.
Catch you next
Next time for another story that keeps you thinking.